Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and this is me looking at Stonesaga, and I'll tell you now, colour me absolutely confused. I'm scratching my head at this bloody Kickstarter. I've watched lots of reviews of people playing the prototype and stuff like this, and I'm still confused. What the hell is going on? What's going on? Cooperative. Right. Campaign style. Really? That should be in hyphens, no? Campaign? Not really a campaign. Is it a campaign? There's no focus on campaign on this Kickstarter. You know? Scenarios. Oh, scenarios coming from a deck of cards. A card is telling us the scenario. Ooh. Not like a book, is it? With a bit of, the kind of saying that the lore and the world is kind of like, going to kind of a codex book where you're told to go to a book and read a little bit of a vignette of the story, but that's as far as the storytelling goes in the world. And how are these scenarios going to play out? This is my thing. Now, so yeah, survival crafting board game set in a unique, persistent world shaped by your choices. Ooh. Now, on the face of it, I have an amazing game called Far Away. It is a survival crafting board game set in a unique, persistent world shaped by your choices. And it's campaign style and cooperative. Oh, it has the same description as Far Away, but in Far Away, you are an astronaut landing on a planet. That's right. And you've got missions from NASA to do stuff. That's right, peeps. You're building loads of fantastic things like radio towers and, there's AI monsters going around. Oh my god, and you are crafting amazing things like computer cores and loads of delicious stuff on that kind of adventure. But with Stonesaga, the direction from who? There's no NASA in the Stone Age. What is going on? This is why I'm completely confused. Why are you not loading Kickstarter? Right, I'm back. Apparently the JavaScript wanted to know that I'm a human and had to hold and press a button. What's going on? Well, this is almost at 1 million. Okay, let's go down anyway and have a look at this. Right, Stonesaga, so it's caveman era, and it's a hyper focus on a map, very similar to Far Away, with hexes and all this good stuff, I guess. You're collecting all these resources from these tiles that you're going on, and but what are you doing it? What's the direction? So it's, in my eyes, it's highly influenced by Far Away, but it is in this kind of world, and it's put a super focus on crafting, which I've got to say, when you're doing your crafting section, the other player is going to be going, what are you doing? Because you're taking far too long over there. I'm bashing my pieces together to craft this item, of course. Here, let me give you the book so you can tell me what I'm making. Okay. Look for yellow 2 pips, 1 pip, 2 pips, 3 pips. Eh? Yeah, turn to the yellow page in the book. Okay, turn to the yellow page in the book. 2 pips, 1 pip, 2 pip, 3 pips. It's like, what's going on here? Pip, 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 pip. Could you not use something more ingenious than pip, 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 pip? Because I'm over here while you're crafting, and I don't know what this pip, pip, pip thing is. Oh my god. Oh. It almost looks like this is a single player experience. That's where it's aimed at. Because in Far Away, for example, you can't even talk to each other in the first scenario. You've got to get the radio tower up so you can actually communicate across the map with each other. It has these like really cool dynamics in the game. But here, I don't know. And crafting, for example, in Faraway is very, very good because it cooperatively helping each other to craft. For example, you get the radio tower up. I really need this resource. There's a resource near me. I'll pick it up. I'll come and join you. Yeah, we'll meet here. Bang. It's really quick, clever, streamlined. But here, I need a bone. Do you have a bone? Here, have a bone. I've got a bone. Now I'm going to take a minute whilst crafting. I'm going to pass you the book again, like I said, because otherwise you're just going to be bored while I'm doing this. It's got this kind of amazing downtime with what's going on. Also, they have these trays, like a tri-tray plastic thing, which is like, you know, plastic is weight, plastic is money. This is adding to the cost of the game. If you want all of the gameplay, it's a $200 Kickstarter here. What? Are you kidding me? Why do you need these trays? It's bonkers, it really is. I mean, you put random tiles on these. You put random tiles. Why can't you just have a stack of hexes that you randomly draw from the top onto the table, like Faraway does? It's like, why? It's a strange design choice, isn't it? And it's putting the price up, putting the weight up, putting the cost of shipping up. Now it has this 30+ hour campaign. It says it's replayable. Yes, but there's a recharge pack. Yeah, that's right. It's like destructible, or it's kind of messing things up where you need a recharge pack. What's going on here? So, yeah, this is also questionable. I'm telling you, 4 players is going to be an absolute slow coach of a game. It really is. It says 120 minutes. That's possibly 2 players. And I bet if you've got 4 players, it becomes a monster 4-hour experience. I'm telling you, peeps. Oh. Because if you look at the map, it just looks so small, doesn't it? I mean, if you're on a table with 4 people, you've got a large table. Look at the map in the center. It's like, look at all the space on the table. This map's so small. Yeah, but it's going to get bigger. When's it going to get bigger? Well, we just got to wait, haven't we? We've got to do stuff. It's got to wait. It's not going to get bigger yet, is it? It's like, you know. And with this concept of persistence, what happens between... I'm playing it tonight, I'm going to play it tomorrow, and I'm going to play it on the 3rd day. Are you bringing out your tiles that you've created, right, because of this persistence? So are these big plastic things determining from, you know, if you want to have your persistence, you just bring these tiles out of the box and you set up fairly quickly. Now, I guess that is a bit of a thing because on Faraway, we just kind of take a picture of the table and just put the tiles out. It's not a biggie. It's not really that much of a thing. And of course, in the campaign book, it knows that when you get to like mission 2, the radio tower has been constructed. So it's not like you need to kind of remember where all your buildings are, because the campaign book knows that you've got that, right? So you can easily set up if you haven't got these plastic thingies. So yeah, it is a little bit of a strangeness for me, and it's just adding to cost. Also, like I said, the crafting bit is very slow, and if there's 4 of you at this table, you are at the extremes of the table with a tiny bit of board in the center, and I think that kind of makes it suffering a bit on the table presence. I mean, can you not put tiles around the outside of this that are turned over, I guess, so that you don't know what's there? I don't know. I mean, it's like, this is the first game I've seen on Kickstarter where I'm like, I don't think a playmat would help. Because I don't know what's going on. A tiny playmat. No, it probably is going to get bigger, of course, you know, as you go out. As the campaign makes you go out and stuff, you run out of resources, you're going to have to... That's kind of the only feed that I can see here is, you set up in this little place, and you need to get out there. Why? Because you've mined everything. You've cut down every tree, you've got all the... There's no more fish in the river. whatever. You've got to go out. You've got to expand the map. That's kind of what's going on here. I think that it would have been more interesting for me if it was tribe versus tribe. So you both set up on the map, and you are, you know, in competition with each other. So you're actually doing mining stuff, and, you know, potentially could attack each other. Blah 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 blah. But it's kind of uber friendly, and there is kind of adventurous things you're going to be doing, like rolling dice. So it's very swingy and lucky. Dice rolling is going to be a bit of a pain. Your character is going to be developing, though, and getting better items and stuff through the persistence, and it should be a lot easier to smash some things out. So, yeah. It says designed by Max Brook, Star Wars X-Wing Legend of the Five Rings. Like, it just throws that out there. It's like, well, what did he do on these games? Was he lead designer? Because these games didn't really... It was a team. It was a team. Were they just on the team? Luke Eddy, Star Wars Legion. What did you do in Star Wars? Just throwing these names out. It's designed by two people that worked on these games, but we don't know what context that is. Okay. The game will leave you in wonder and immersed in its experience. It does some special things. Crafting is its big special thing, like I said, but it is pretty slow. Right. It says here, Stonesaga is cooperative survival crafting in which you take on the mantles of heroism in the moments of crisis be a prehistoric society. Right, crisis. Factional infighting. This is what I'm talking about. A bit of PvP going on in there. Resource scarcity. Like I've said, this is the only way to get you to move out your map is resources going scarce. Natural disasters. Yeah, you might need to move out because of that. Different challenges your society might face, and I don't know, is that really interesting in the caveman era? I don't know. Maybe you're itching for this kind of open world survival game of a caveman, which really doesn't have that much dangers, and most of the dangers are predictable unless you're going to add a bit of fantasy into this world, which, we may see that they have done that. So overcome these challenges, you must explore new regions of the valley. Woohoo! The board needs to get bigger, of course it does. And you're going to be making better stuff. Here you go, you're smashing these things together and getting items. That's right. How many pips? Diamonds? What colour is it? Get the book! Ooh. Now, over numerous games, the procedurally organised valley. Hang on a second. Is that an oxymoron? Procedurally organised? Procedurally means random, doesn't it? Organised does not mean random. This is a bit of playing with something silly. I don't know. I think what they're saying here is there are tiles that are hills and tiles that are plains. We will grab 3 hexes from the plains and we will then organise them into a 3. It's like a little play, isn't it? Procedurally organised. It's like, Anyway, it's just the same as pulling random tiles from that deck of plain hexes. Yes, I'll try and bring this name out. Procedurally organised when I play Far Away. Yeah, see if that works. Yeah, this is talking about the cave here that you're drawing on. By recording simple glyphs onto your character cards of the primal cave wall, you will create a record of things that came before. That is so boring. What mark will you leave? 2 circles and a long sausage. That's what I want to do. Yes, everyone wants to record a penis shape on the wall, doesn't it? The cavemen really didn't have a sense of humour if they didn't scribe onto a cave a penis. Hey, what's going on? No sense of humour back then. I don't know. Maybe the artists were all women. Yeah, women wouldn't do a penis shape on a wall. So it was cave women that did the cave drawings, was it? Ah, you didn't think about that one, did you? Because every man would have done one. Of course, we're all children in the mind. It's the best crafting system I've ever seen. I'm adding words here. I've seen in a board game. Okay, that's the same as saying I've ever seen in a board game. Yeah, but it adds a little bit of downtime, doesn't it? It does, yeah. 4 minis, 2 behemoths, they are kind of the enemies. You've got 2 enemies in the main box. 2. A companion mini, you get a dog. Dual layer boards, they're nice. With a bag, you've got to fit your crafted resources inside the bag, the physical space. That's kind of fun. Over 25 tiles will be getting stretched if we see the plus here. That's nice. 7 terrain trays. That kind of limits the scope of the map. So you're going to have 21 tiles in your game maximum if it is procedurally organized. Still not big. I don't think that is big. 500 cards. There is a lot of things you can make here, but a lot of the things you're making are kind of not interesting. Oh, I've got a bone, I've got a tooth, I make a spear, whoopee-doo. I've got some wood, I'm gonna sharpen it with this stick, with this stone. I've got a sharpened spear, whoopee-doo. Can I make an arrow? Sorry, not caveman. Oh, you what? Can I make a sword? It's caveman. No. Can I make a shield? It's caveman. No. Oh my god. Can I build a better axe to cut down trees? Okay, yes, you can do that. You can do the boring stuff. You can do the boring stuff. You can't do the cool stuff. You can't do the... Can I make better armor? Can I make better armor? Armor for what? You see how this theme is cutting all of the interesting things that you could craft. They've got this massive deck of crafted items, yet we're going to hide them from the Kickstarter. Let me show you the impressive array of things you could craft in this world. Not showing it. Absolutely not going to show you. Is it because it's all predictable dross? Boring stuff. Whoopee-doo! I've made a better axe! Yay! Like, I'm sorry, I can't get excited about that. Right, so if you want the full experience, it's $200. There is, of course, a Kickstarter Bonanza box at $300. I would have loved to see a big box, though. I was looking at my Kickstarters that are coming, and oh my god, Tanaris Adventures, what's going on? I'm looking at the Facebook page. Huge amount of boxes coming from that. Dear Lord. I went through my other Kickstarter that I'm expecting this year, and I think nothing's going to come out like that, but wow. I mean, if you go for the 300, you're going to get 4 boxes. This is going to be quite a big, it's big. Right, so if you get the meals and myths, we'll get a cooking mechanic. That's right. Rubbing my hands, can't wait, get some cooking in this game. Fucking hell's fire. Another player though, a mantle. That's a player. A behemoth, another enemy out there. We need more enemies. That's 50% more enemies. Wow. More cards though. That's kind of generic. You're getting different cards for the different events that are going on in the game. You don't know how many of them are new crafted things or anything like this. We don't know. New region to discover. Yeah. increases the player count by 1. Are you kidding me? You get 5 players. Oh, jeez, dogs. That's going to be so slow. That's going to be adding more. That's like a 5-hour game. Right? And you got to play it every night. You know, it's like a persistent. Oh. Anyway, it's going to add 10 hours to the campaign, so you now jump into 40. Get the nature of the beast. It goes to 50-hour campaign. Delicious. I love it. I think they need to put more focus on the campaign on the page. You know, what kind of things can you craft that are interesting? Don't tell me it's a new axe or it's a new spear. I need something really cool. And yeah, massive expanded animal companion mechanics. So they are locking gameplay mechanics in the expansions. Like, that $100 box is piecemeal, isn't it? You're not even getting it. It's like buying a video game and they've stripped out content from the main game and put it as a DLC. Are you kidding me? They just stripped it out. They've already developed it and they're charging it as a DLC. Are you kidding? This is what this is. They took gameplay mechanics and are putting it in an expansion box. It's disgraceful. No, you're misunderstanding, Lipstickpaddy. Alright, the cooking mechanic is entirely new. That is a mechanic. The animal companion, that's expanded. It's just expanded. Alright, calm down. 6 animal companions. Okay, remember, you only get 1 in the base box. Again, giving you 100 cards and new regions to discover, a new deck, the wetlands. So this is actually going to be interesting because it's going to have a new type of area. Alright. Now, are you ready for the Kickstarter edition? Everything above. But deluxe acrylic. This, you're paying $300 and all you get is this little bit here. No, we have to go down to the add-ons. You'll see it there. Alright. The art on them is a little bit like, yeah, you're in the Arctic, you're not in the Arctic. You're somewhere in Africa, you're somewhere in the mountains. Like, how are you all in the same area? Like, are you not hot wearing that? It's like summer here. Are you not hot wearing it? Look, it's summer where we are. Like, it's odd, isn't it? They're all in different temperate areas. It's almost like they were designed to start in different areas of the map. Yeah. Minis look nice. They've got a interesting base design each. I love it. I do love that. But hold the phone. We have got a bow. A caveman with a bow. Is that not... That's not the lore, is it, of caveman? We've got a set of weapons here. Look at that. Oh, ooh, that's more interesting. A spear. Nothing to get excited about there. And a big hammer. That's kind of cool. So maybe there is some kind of interesting stuff out there, but they're hiding it from you. Oh, you'll discover it in the game. I don't want to discover it in the game. I want to discover it on the Kickstarter. Here's the companion, the big ox. They've given it a funny name because why not? We're a board game. We like to put our new names on things, even though you know it's an ox, I guess. I don't know. And, yeah, someone's taken the top of that. Look, someone's cut his thing off. What's going on? The behemoth of the forest. Here we go. We're going a little bit weird then. A BH1. That's its name. BH1? Are you kidding me? What's this monster's name? BH1. It's Behemoth 1, it doesn't have a name. This is BH2, it doesn't have a name. Why would it have a name? This is the first time you've met it. We're going to call this guy Tree Man. Cavemen are not going to have much inspiration of the modern world to name things funny. Call this guy Stone Giant. They do have a little bit of an AI deck. I'll tell you what's interesting. Far away, the NPC monsters that are roaming around. When the game first came out, you actually role-played the monsters. Like, what would the monster do here? It's quite aggressive. Maybe it would go towards my base. Yeah, I think it would. The amount of noise coming from the computer place with the coolant system, it's going to be quite noisy. It's going to be moving towards it, isn't it? So you'd be kind of debating the role play of the monsters roaming around your space base. And some people didn't like that, so they've actually released an AI deck for the monsters. I don't think I'll ever use it. The role play of the monsters was phenomenal. It was fantastic. Here, though, they've gone for the AI deck. Yeah. So, I mean, if they're going fantasy, then there's got to be a lot of fantasy crafting. A bit of monster slaying. If you defeat this guy, are you going to be able to craft stuff from it? I don't know. So tiles-wise, unique terrain tiles, undiscovered region. That just means it's hidden, isn't it? We don't know what that is. It's a secret. You're not going to know what that is until you get the game. Is that what that is? Is that what that is? I think that's what that is. We don't know what that is. The terrain tiles you can see here, what are they adding? I don't know. What are they adding? Why do we have them? Terrain overlays, these are nice. They will go into the tiles and make something on the tile. That's pretty cool. I like it. 3 dials operating stuff that's going on. And look at that, 17 unrest. What's going on here? You're pissing off everybody in your base because you're not hunting, because you're still crafting that spear down at the fire. That's what's going on. Give me that unrest. I'm putting the unrest up because you're taking too long to craft over there. You are taking too long on your turn. Pass me that unrest dial. It's going up because I've got unrest here because it's a 5-player game. I've waited 5 minutes for my turn and you're taking ages. Give me that unrest dial. Give it. Custom dice. Interesting. Yeah. 10 mantle powers. Oh man, would you not want some art on here? Look at that, Beast Slayer. Beast Slayer. I'd love to see that picture. A friend guide. Can you imagine the beautiful picture that could be? Like, put some art on these mantle powers. There's going to be something spectacular. But let me guess, you have designed these to go in your bloody player board. Ah, yeah, that little tile there, you see. It's time to get angry! As a designer, you have designed yourself a box you must design something in. Why could you have not done these as tarot cards with a fantastic bit of art on them? It looks like you can only have one going at a certain time, so why not a big tarot card? I want to see the sign, the picture of a beast slayer in the world. This is another lazy concept where you have built a wall deliberately around yourself for your player board, and you have put the most boring piece of cardboard square of a mantle power that could have looked really cool. This is not the first time I'm going to get angry over this game when I go down this page. Let's keep going. There is a lot of things you're going to be collecting. Yes. Challenges, yeah, they kind of have a nice... this is the all part of the experience, isn't it? Look at that, taking the ox douche across the ice, hoping it doesn't break. That's kind of exciting. Yeah. A lot of these cards text heavy, indeed. This is where you're going to be dice rolling or choosing your own adventure in this kind of pseudo campaign. Night cards, there is a night event that comes, and I don't know if you can see this, but there is suffering in this game. You will suffer. Yeah. Discovery cards, look, hazard, isolation. Yeah, so there is going to be a lot of negative stuff here. They're pushing that survival where you know, dark things will happen and things like this in the game. Yeah. These 60 character cards, these kind of slot into your player board. So it's got a little bit of light RP going on here. And certain structures you're going to want to build, including a fire pit. I don't know for me, but when they cut around an object from the art and they just put it on a card like this, it makes it look rubbish. I mean, when you put it in with a backdrop, it looks spectacular. I mean, I don't know what this is. It's like a trend going on Kickstarter. Just pull graphics from a picture and just put it on a card like this. It just looks rubbish. I mean, look at the outpost picture. It looks fantastic. You just need to put the fire in situ in the picture. I don't know. I don't know. These are the cards that you're going to be looking at them to kind of get things from them. There's like a lot of visual clues, and that's going to be everybody reaching over to the table to see stuff, or pass me that card, let me have a look at it, this kind of thing. Fishing's fairly interesting, where you're following lines and things like this. It's kind of cool. Delving, this is going into a cave and you're getting quite a lot of resources out of it. That's kind of cool as well. 150 items, want to see more of these, and there's definitely more that they can show. A bow. Does a caveman have a bow? Look, the token trays here. That's bigger than the board, isn't it? That's bigger than the board. Before you stretch out and stuff. So lots of resource tokens here. Look at all this. It's very complex. There's a complexity here which equals slowness to setup, slowness to crafting and things like this. And you know, I've got these items. What can I do? What can I craft? How can I craft it? You've got all these questions. I'm just saying this is what's going to happen when you're playing the game with a friend who's not read the rulebook and stuff. You're going to be having all these questions thrown at you. Alright, you got the rulebook, the quick play guide, and the codex. So there's no campaign book. The campaign is a lot of cards that are basically telling you what needs to be done. Busy work. That's kind of sad. You do have the codex, which looks like a very fat book using the spiral types here. Kind of reminds me of the spiral book from Madara. But yeah, I really feel the need to do a focus on crafting and the campaign. I want to see more of the campaign. Why am I buying the expansion boxes? You've not told me about the campaigns, where it goes after the 30 hours. What's happening? I want to at least see some kind of synopsis of where the campaign is going. Because at the minute, it's like, where is it? Everyone who's playing the game doesn't have access to the campaign, and the campaign is what I want. I don't want to just be around looking for food, chopping down trees and stuff. That's ultra boring. I want a bigger direction, a bigger focus, a bigger global objective to do. And it's missing from the campaign. Now look, you get 6 coloured pencils. What is that for? Is that for the cave painting? Drawing. There's going to be drawing here. Here's something interesting. So they are going for an inlay from a company called Black Magic. Now you have to convince me that that inlay is cheaper than game trays, right? Because if you've gone for a Modulux box insert, that's putting the price up. It stinks of, I don't know. Is Black Magic cheaper than game trays? That's what I'm asking. Now they have said that if you sleeve up the cards, the box will fit that. So, you know, sleevers like myself, calm down. Alright. 10 goal cards. Shape the land. You got to build stuff. Seeds of success. Get farming. New horizons. Get your ass out there and explore. They're not really that interesting goals, are they? I don't know. A more. I can't see it. It's so small. A more love and something. Too small. Oh, Behemoth of the Sock. This is BH4 here. Look at him. Right, we're up to the... there's a lot in this Kickstarter. 5th player. Good God. What's this guy? Is he like a bard? Look at this guy. He's a one-eyed bard. This guy's called BH1. Surely he's not. Is BH5? Is he at this point? I don't know. This guy looks cool though, doesn't it? Got more components. This is of course for cooking. I do like that they've gone for these cooking book. This cookbook is on the card. It is very cool. I like this. New region. Kind of not telling you what it is though, and all that stuff. These are the extra cards that I'm giving you, and smoke and salt is the gold card. Is that to do with you've got to cook stuff? It says here, putting down roots as a challenge. Gather stones. That'll be exciting. You go and gather stones. Seek the omens. Oh, that'll be good. Stoke the flames. Oh. Set aside goals, secondary goals. Build a village. Right. Vital goal, establish an outpost. So this is kind of what, this is how the busy work is going to be directed just from these cards. We are getting some new item cards, and you'll see that this item card here is red 5622 or blue 2265. That is going to get old very quick, that kind of quirky system that they've got going here. More mantle powers that drive me insane. Stew Master, that first one. Stew Master. I want to see it. I want to see art of him cooking with a smile like, I am the Stew Master. Yay. A lot of meal cards, yeah. Alright. Nature of the Beast. Artwork in process, I hope so, because this is so substandard to the art you have above. And look at the box art, it looks spectacular. Ooh, it looks great, doesn't it? That's from the base game, though. It's the art from the base game. You're using this art! You're using it down here! Please, artwork in process. Oh, no. There is a companion that's actually called a mount. It's called mount. Like, are you going to be able to mount this thing and run around? Dun, 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 dun. Predator. Is he going to be able to fight for you? What are you fighting in the game? There's no NPCs other than the BH stuff. Right. New secret terrain tiles. We know what these are going to be, don't we? We do. And just more cards, buffing it out and all this stuff, and another storage solution from a company that might be more expensive than you know what. A 6th animal companion. Wow. Alright, there we go, peeps. A lot going on here. Stonesaga aims big. Okay. Each game represents a pivotal moment within the timeline of your civilization. Right. Is there going to be a lot of fighting going on? That'll make it more interesting. Seasons, generations, or even epochs can pass between these key crises. The first game's events will be the 5th game's history, and then the 10th game distant legend. Ooh. Lots of resources, complex crafting takes time, cooperative survival. That's right. Give me that. Up. Rest. Token. And get out there, explore and get stuff. Yeah, behemoths are out there. Yeah. True solo play, you better believe it. It almost looks like it is perfect for solo play. Persistence. Yeah, stuff you build will stay. Drop in, drop out. Huh? Between games you can swap players to try new powers. Yeah, change the number of players. Even have someone show up for a 1-session guest spot. That's interesting, isn't it? I mean, not many games with drop in, drop out. That's kind of cool. You can kind of bring people in on the second part of the story because that first story was dull. It might be dull. Build a camp. Woohoo! Build a fire. Woohoo! The pot simmers with potential, and you consider how might you combine the ingredients in your bag. Is cooking really going to be that exciting? Like, it's a big focus in one of the expansions, isn't it? To expand. No, it's to bring cooking. Yeah, it's a gameplay that will be bringing cooking. So for me, I'm not on board. I'm not on board. I need to see the campaign really. I need to see how that campaign is really pushing. No prototype is going to be showing that. So, yeah. And the campaign certainly isn't showing it. More cooking is expanded. Why is cooking that special? Why is it a focus point in the game? Is it almost like an Animal Crossing where you're all just staying within that village? Like, and expansion isn't really what's going on. I don't know. I mean, concept of persistence. What, you know, if you leave your village and go on to the next region, why have you got persistence back where you were? You're not going to go back there. There's no resources there. You know, it's a bit of I don't know. And is this more wetlands? Wetlands not in the expansion. I'm getting all confused with this stuff. BH4 is the 1 million. They have broke this one. They have. More goals, night cards, legendary resources and items. Ooh, now we're talking. Legendary. Really want to see what this is, of course. Legendary stuff you can make. I don't know why that's a stretch goal, to be honest. You know, because I want to come down here and go, oh, look at the campaign. Look at what you'll be doing on the campaign. Oh my God, it's going to be amazing, the campaign. That's missing. Oh my God, look at all the items you can craft. These amazing. Oh, that looks spectacular. Missing from campaign. And that is missing from the videos also. And that's the stuff for me that I get most excited about. I'm not getting excited about crafting. I'm not getting excited about the campaign because I don't really see the scope of it. Ooh, right. Yeah, you're definitely going to want all this stuff, aren't you? You're going to go for the 300. Look at the deluxe dice. They look fabulous. Oh my God, there's a mat. Jesus Christ almighty, they're doing a mat. Oh, okay. They're doing a mat. Sure, the board is so small in the middle. Alright. The leather-bound journal, an art book, and a recharge pack. Okay. I'm blown away by how alive the world feels. It feels like my actions actually influence what is happening in the world. Right, you're just playing the first couple of scenarios. We want to know what the campaign is. Look, the board is getting bigger. We're using the maximum 21 tiles that we can get in the base box. Oh. The map doesn't look that big, does it? It's going to be quite focused where you are. And in that regard, it's way too similar for Far Away for me. And I guess, for me, do I want Far Away as a caveman version of it? Maybe. I need to see more. I definitely need to see more. Shipping is a bit out there, isn't it? All in, $60 to $100 to the rest of the world. They've not even got one here from Mexico. That's disgraceful. And Skies of Arceros. Is that the space game that Ohm Games had? I had to cancel my pledge because the shipping to Mexico was horrendous. If I remember, it was over $100 for that game. So I just said, I'll get a refund, thank you very much. The shipping was almost the same price as the bloody game. So they need to kind of fix that, of course. That's my own issue there, isn't it, peeps? I don't know, are your issues the same as mine? I don't know. Are you waiting to hear more about what the campaign scope is? Are you hoping to see more of what you can craft in the game? I'm still confused. I'm confused. I want to be brought around. It looks like a game I'd be interested in, but I'm still scratching my head at what's going on here. A campaign game. I want to know the scope of that. I want to know the scope of that. Drop in, drop out sounds wonderful. Swap in a character, swap another character. That sounds cool. Oh, do you know what would be really cool? Right? I've used my guy with the hammer today. And he's going to be so tired tomorrow, I'm going to have to pick another character from the camp. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. He was chopping too much wood yesterday. He's knackered. So I'm going to play another one. That's fantastic. I love it. I love the fact that you could have little bits of role play that add to the story yourself. It's looking like potential. A tentative potential it does. Would I be backing it? Possibly, peeps, possibly. I just need to see more. I need like an interview with the designer where he's talking about where the campaign goes. Why is cooking such an integral part of the expansion? What is going on with that? And what threats is going on in this world? And why are all your behemoths called BHX? Why have they not got names? It's kind of, I don't know. So I'm not potentially against it. I'm kind of still interested, tentative, want to know more. It does have more time to go, of course, to answer these. And if the legendary cards gets unlocked, hopefully there'll be an update on that. But it desperately needs an update on what the campaign is. And there was an early bird, wasn't there? Bloody hell's fire. I hate those early birds. I wish there was a stretch goal that said if they get over 1.5 million CAD, they'll give everybody the early bird for free. Because it's a bit unusual asking for an early bird when you're missing key parts of what the game has. It's true. How can you have an early bird when, number one, you've not shown the amazing crafted cards, number two, how the story progresses, what the campaign will have, why is cooking so important, what is the downtime between each player, especially when crafting, stuff like this. I mean, when I play Far Away, it's a 2-player experience for me, and I think Stonesaga is that for me. I don't feel like it's going to go longer, but I do like the idea of adding people in as a guest and swapping characters out and all that stuff. That would be delicious. So I don't know, if I give this Kickstarter an 8 out of 10, I need it to be 10 out of 10 before I back it. So it'll go 9 out of 10, you show me some cards that are interested in a craft, and it's going to go 10 out of 10 if you can show me the campaign. Show me more of the campaign, the scope of it. What's the journey like going to be through all this campaign? I just want to see that, because it does look like it's got a fantasy kind of world, and all they're showing really is the caveman world. But you know, you could be making some kind of alien weapons and stuff if there is some kind of mystical stuff here, and there might be a little bit of monster hunting where you're killing these BH1s to actually make incredible stuff. So, you know, that's really exciting. It could be really, really exciting, but I'm still in the research phase of this, peeps. If you've got any videos you recommend, put them down in the comments, please, because I'll only come back to this in the last 48 hours. It is saved, and I'm potentially going to come back and back it in the final hours, but I need your help, crikey. This is one enormous epic game, and I am bamboozled at how they're not telling me everything. Oh. So peeps, I don't know if this video felt negative to you, but I am positive for this, and I really do want to see, I want to see more so it actually I think it's got so much potential, but I just want to see more of the story and all that stuff. I've said my piece on this, goodness gracious me. Please help me. Let's put your comments down below what you think of the project, of course. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and all that good stuff, and think about subscribing if you like the editorial critiques that I do on Kickstarters. This has been an emotional ride, Stonesaga, today, but thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy. This is Kickstarter Radio 102.4. You take care, stay safe, and bye-bye from me.